Hello friends, myself Rajendra Mahajan presenting my video on Runge Kutta fourth order method. Example, apply Runge Kutta fourth order method to find y at 0.2 in steps of 0.1 if dy by dx is equals to x plus y square and initial condition y at 0 is equals to 1. And here given differential equation is dy by dx is equal to x plus y square. We call it as f of xy. Condition as x0 is equals to 0, y0 is equals to 1, and h we have to consider as 0.1. Therefore, x1 is x0 plus h, x0 is 0, h is 0.1. We get that value as 0.1. And then Runge Kutta fourth order formula is y1 is equals to y0 plus 1 by 6 into k1 plus 2k2 plus 2k3 plus k4. That is called as the weighted average of all that four values, where value of k1 is obtained by h into f of x0 y0, h into f of x0 y0, k2 is equals to h into f of x0 plus half h and y0 plus half times k1. It is half times k1. Then k3 is equals to h f of x0 plus half h plus and y0 plus half of k2, and the last k4 is equals to h f of x0 plus h and y0 plus k3. Therefore, we require to obtain these four values for that given differential equation. Therefore, we start to calculate all that values. K1 is obtained by h into f of x0 y0. We substitute the corresponding values. H is 0.1, f of x0 is 0, and corresponding y0 is 1. And then as per the given differential equation, f of xy is x plus y square. Here it becomes 0 plus 1 square. Nothing but 1 into 0.1 means it is 0.1. Value of k1. Then k2 as h f of x0 plus half h plus comma y0 plus half of k1. These are x and y coordinates. And then h means 0.1, f of 0 plus 0.1 by 2, y0 is 1 plus k1 is 0.1 divided by 2. Then simplifying it, we get 0.1 as it is. F of 0.1 by 2 is 0.05, and 1 plus that 0.05 means it is 1.05. And then finding the value of that f of xy as x means 0.05 plus y square means 1.05 whole square. And then finding the value by calculator, we get 0.1. It is 1.153. Multiplying it by 0.1, we get that value as 0.115 as the value of k2. Then third, k3 as h f of x0 plus half h and y coordinate as y0 plus half times k2. It is h is 0.1, f of x0 is 0, half of h means 0.1 by 2, y0 is 1, half of k2, it is 0.115 divided by 2. It is 0.1 as it is, function of 0.05, and that 1 plus 0.115 by 2 is nothing but 1.058. And then calculating the value, it is 0.05 plus 1.058 whole square. 0.1 into sum is 1.174. When multiplied by 0.1, it becomes 0.117. Value of K3. Then lastly, K4 as H into f of x0 plus h and y0 plus K3. Again substituting the values, h as 0.1, f of x0 is 0, h is 0.1, y0 is 1, K3 is 0.117. It is nothing but 0.1 into function of 0.1 and second term is 1.117. And then finding the value by given differential equation, it is that first term 0.1 as it is, no change, and f of xy is x plus y square, means 0.1 plus 1.117 whole square. And then simplifying it by calculator, we get that value as 1.349 into 0.1, we get that value as 0.135. And then after getting all these values of K1, K2, K3, K4, we substitute it in equation 1. Therefore, y0 is 1 by 6, K1 plus 2K2 plus 2K3 plus K4. Sum of that is 0.699 into 1 by 6. We get that term as 0.117 plus 1. Value is 1.117. This is nothing but y at x1. But x1 is 0.1. Therefore, y at 0.1 as 1.117. A first value. We call as equation number 2. Then, to find second value, that is y at 0.2, whatever the values we have obtained, we consider them as x0 and y0, new x0 and new y0. Therefore, new x0 becomes 0.1 and new y0 becomes corresponding value, that is 1.117. These are the new values for x0 and y0. Once again I will repeat, x0 as 0.1 and y0 as 1.117. And for these values of x0 and y0, once again we repeat the same steps to get y at 0.2. Therefore, once again finding values of k1, k2, k3, k4. k1 as h into f of x0, y0, 0.1 into f of 0.1 and 1.117, 0.1 plus 1.117 whole square. Simplifying it, we get 0.1 into, by calculator we get value as 1.348. Multiplying it by 0.1, it becomes 0.134, means 1.35, 0.135, sorry. And then K2 is equals to h 0.1, f of x0 is 0.1, h by 2, 0.1 by 2, first term, y0 is 1.117, and k1 by 2 means 0.135 divided by 2. Simplifying it further, we get it is 0.1 function of 0.15 and second term is 1.185. Function of xy is nothing but x plus y square. As per that, it is 0.15 plus 1.185 whole square. And then calculating that value, it is 1.554 multiplied by 0.1, we get that term as 0.155 K2. Then K3 as formula is again h f of x0 plus half h and y0 plus half K2. Substituting the values and then simplifying it by calculator, we get 0.1 into f of first term becomes 0.1 plus 0.1 by 2 nothing but f of it is 0.15 f of 0.15 and 1.195 and then calculating it by the differential equation, it is x plus y square means 0.15 plus 1.195 whole square. 0.1 into that sum is 1.577. Every time check the calculation by doing it yourself, and that's sum multiplied by 0.1 we get as 0.158. Then lastly K4, h as 0.1, f of x0 is 1.1, h is 0.1, y0 is 1.117, it is 1.117 and K3 as 0.158. Then it is 0.1 function of 0.2, 1.1 plus 0.1 we get 0.2 and second term as 1.275 and then it is nothing but x plus y square means 0.2 plus 1.275 whole square. 0.1 into that sum is 0.2 plus 1.275 whole square by calculator, it is 1.826. Multiplied it by 0.1, we get that term as 0.183. And then after having all these values of K1, K2, K3, K4, we substitute it in that Runge Kutta fourth order formula, means equation 1. We get y1 as y0, the value of y0 is 0.1 plus 1 by 6 K1 plus 2K2 plus 2K3 and plus K4. Y0 is 1.117, 1 by 6, K1 is 0.135, 2 times K2, the value of K2 0.155 plus 2K3, value of K3 is 0.158 and lastly K4 0.183. And then simplifying it with the help of calculator, we have 1.117, that term as it is, 1 by 6 also as it is, and the sum of that 4 terms is 0.944. Therefore, it is 1.117 plus 0.157, sum is 1.274. This is the another value of y1, means y at x1. y1 means y at x1, and what is the new x1? It is 0.2. Therefore, y at 0.2 we get as 1.274, and therefore we have two values. First one y at point 1 as 1.117 and y at point 2 as 1.274. Therefore, this is the required values obtained by Runge Kutta fourth order. Please like my video, share it, as well as subscribe to my channel, and to receive the notification please press the bell icon. Thank you. Thanks for watching.